Lionel and Kim here from DesignToLast.com. We're here to tell you on how to immediately improve your relationship. How can you do that, Lionel?
Oh, by listening. I'm sorry.
Listening. So before we get into that topic, if you like this video, please go ahead and subscribe now. And also be sure to click on the notification bell so that you won't miss not one of our tips as they come out. Now, on to the topic at hand. How to immediately improve your relationship. Take it away, Lionel.
The way to immediately improve your relationship is by actively listening. Mm-hmm. Actively listening is very important when it comes to communicating. Because we all like to talk, but we all don't like to listen. Mm-hmm. Me in particular, it's a skill that I had to train myself to do, because it's something that we all don't do, and sometimes it's difficult, especially if the topic at hand is not something that you're really interested in. Because I can honestly say that I've been in meetings, I've been in services, I've been places where I could be sitting and someone speaking, and afterwards I couldn't tell you a thing that they're saying, and that is not bad. That is very bad. Mm-hmm. Because you really have to be able to improve on your listening skills.
Absolutely, and Lionel hit the nail on the head when he said listening, improving your listening skills. Because listening, it requires effort. It's a skill that must be developed. It's not something that we can do automatically. Although Lionel sitting here right now, he hears me, but is he actively listening, right? And so in order for you to be able to actively listen, you have to put forth effort to develop your listening skills. That is why God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. So here's the question. How do you know when a person is actively listening to you? How do you know that, Lionel?
The way you know someone's actively listening to you is if they can paraphrase or they can give you feedback on what you're talking about. And a lot of times you can do that by asking them, well, what do you hear me saying? Or if you're engaged in a conversation, someone already can give you feedback on what you're saying without you even asking. Mm-hmm. And that's very important. And that's the best way that you know that someone is actively listening to what you are saying.
Yeah, it takes, like I was saying before, it takes effort, but there's something that we can offer, that we can share, that we will share with you guys today that really helped the both of us. And Lionel mentioned earlier how sitting in meetings and things like that can be a challenge to really listen. So you really have to work at it. But the speaker listener tool, I call it a tool, but it's actually a technique. It's a technique that you can put in your toolbox. That's why I call it a tool. The speaker listener tool, there we go, technique, is something that we use. You can Google it and find out everything about it. It's really simple, but we use it, right, Lionel? Yeah, in our conversations. And so we want to tell you a little bit more about the speaker listener tool.
And the speaker listener technique, it's something that we've incorporated in our relationship, where it could be used when there's a heated discussion. We don't like to call them arguments. We actually call them intense fellowship.
Intense fellowship.
But you could use it when there's intense fellowship, or you can use it when you just want general conversation, mm-hmm. and you want that person that you're speaking with to be present with what it is that you want to share with them. Mm-hmm. And the rules of it is you have the speaker and then you have the listener. And the speaker has the floor. which you can use as the floor, any type of object. And while you are speaking, you're holding that object. It could be a piece of carpet. It could be a piece of hardwood flooring. It could be a computer mouse.
It could be a pencil.
It could be anything.
Exactly.
But that speaker has the floor at the time. And the listener does not say anything until it's their time. And then there's a period when the speaker's finished, you just switch, give them the object, and then the listener has the floor so they can speak.
So instead of going and really getting you all confused in a sense, let's just demonstrate what the speaker-listener technique look like. Okay?
So I'm going to start as the speaker. I have the object, which is a computer mouse.
Yes.
I have the floor and the rules of the speaker. The speaker speaks for himself and does not mind read
Absolutely.
what they think the person is thinking. Also, keep your statements brief, concise, and don't ramble on. And then allow the listener time to paraphrase what you're speaking.
And as the listener, I will be the listener in our demonstration. As the listener, my role, the rule is for me to just listen. For me to listen actively and paraphrase what I'm hearing. And then just be present and listen to what is actually being said, the message that's being said from the speaker. That's simple for the listener. Now, for both of us, the rules are for the speaker to speak, and the speaker is to share the floor, and the listener is to actively listen. And when the listener cannot give any rebuttal whatsoever until the listener becomes the speaker. So here goes. Lionel's the speaker. I'm the listener.
Okay, I'm the speaker.
And I'm listening.
Kim, we went on vacation a few weeks ago. We had a wonderful time.
Wonderful. Sorry. What you said was we went on vacation and we had a wonderful time.
That's correct. Now, for the last few years, you've been in school, you've been working towards another degree, and it's taken up a lot of our time.
So the last couple of years I've been in school working on my degree, and it has taken up a lot of our personal time.
And you've been dragging some of this stuff along as we've gone on our vacations. You brought your schoolwork with you.
Yes, and as we went on vacation, I always took my schoolwork with us.
And we still had a lot of fun. However, the schoolwork kind of cut in on that togetherness time.
We had a lot of fun when we were vacationing, but however, the schoolwork, the fact that I had to do homework, it did cut in on our vacation time.
But the last trip that we were on, you didn't take any schoolwork, and we had a marvelous time.
So the last trip that we were on, I didn't take any homework whatsoever, and we had a marvelous time.
And what just made it so much better was because we didn't have the schoolwork. It was just quality time for us.
And what made it so much better is that I didn't have the schoolwork, and it was quality time for us. Thank you, Lionel, for sharing and allowing me to, thank you for sharing that with me.
Thank you for sharing that.
Mm-hmm. And I, too, had a magnificent time on our vacation, knowing that I did not have any homework to do.
And you also had a wonderful time on our travels, knowing that you didn't have any homework.
And the quality time that we spent together was magnificent as well.
And the quality time that we spent together was magnificent as well.
Yep, that's it. So that's the speaker-listener technique. And if you notice, we did it with a conversation that was was easy. It was we there was no tension.
It was
That's
just
the word.
it was just a general conversation
Right,
that we did.
right.
Because it doesn't have to be an argument. It could be any topic where you just want to be together and just share. It could be sharing your day at work. It could be whatever you did around the house,
Yes.
when you went to the movies, just general conversation. Now, we've used the speaker listener technique when the moments have been heated.
Tension.
And I will tell you that it really works. It will extinguish any flames that are coming out in that discussion. And it can turn a argument around to where it is just totally where you're just talking to each other.
Yes, absolutely.
And just like we said, if it comes to the point where it's getting too intense, you can call that time out and say, this is what we're going to do. We're going to stop this discussion right now. We're going to pick it up tomorrow at 6 a.m. We're going to pick it up at 10. You determine whatever time it's going to be, and then you pick it up at that time where both of you have kind of simmered down.
Right, but you have 24 hours. 24 hours to resume the conversation. So if and when you call a timeout, if you need to call a timeout, then you have 24 hours to resume that conversation. And the person, anybody, either partner, either person, can call a timeout at any time. But the person who calls the timeout is responsible for ensuring that the conversation resumes within the next 24 hours. Okay? So that's the speaker listener technique. And like Lionel said, it can be used at any time, any type of conversation that you have. We just used one on, us just having a nice time on vacation. But when you're having intense fellowships, we definitely encourage you to use the speaker listener technique. Google it. It's there or out there on the internet, so you can actually find it. You can find the rules as well.
And it's great because not only are you just communicating with one another, it's a tool where you can practice your listening skills.
Absolutely.
And I know for me, it's helped me a lot, and I'm sure that it will help you as far as being an active listener when it comes to communicating with others.
Absolutely. So that's it for now on how to immediately improve your relationship.
That's it.
Yes. So Lionel and I, we teach transforming relationships into lifelong commitments. And if you like our videos, please subscribe. Please, again, click on that notification bell because you don't want to miss when another tip comes out. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.